Greetings and salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be talking about my June TBR, all of the books that I want to read in the month of June. Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I feel like I really should call this June Hopefuls. You guys already know the drill. I don't set very strict TBRs because I'm a mood reader. So in the beginning of the month, I kind of just pull some new releases and books that I got recently that are catching my eye. But to be honest, I end up picking up random stuff anyways. Overall, the month of June is shaping up to be a very busy month. I have a lot of work stuff going on. It's also my birthday, which I've talked about before, makes me feel weird. I get like the birthday blues, the birthday scaries. So a lot going on in June, and I don't know how much we're gonna get to. If there are any new releases that you don't see me mentioning and you feel like I should talk about or you think I would really like, let me know in the comments down below. I think we're gonna start with my physical books that I have on my TBR. I just have 3, so you guys can get like the vibe that I'm in. I am definitely still in a fantasy mood. I've just been really enjoying the fantasy books that I've been picking up recently, so I do have a couple that I want to get to this month. First one is actually an anthology, and I believe there are 14 short stories in here, so I'm definitely going to be picking this up throughout the month and reading maybe like a short story every other day. The anthology is called 14 Fantastical Tales of Trans Magic. This is a collection of short stories by trans and non-binary authors. At a book festival, and one of the sellers at the booth absolutely raved about this book and said it has some of their favorite authors, and there are so many authors on here that I'm not familiar with and haven't read from before, so I'm excited to get introduced to their work. Obviously, June is Pride Month. I'll be picking up a ton of queer romances throughout the month of June. Honestly, those are the types of books I tend to gravitate towards anyways as a queer woman myself. I do have some really exciting videos. I'm planning on doing another edition of Trope Week pretty soon. If you don't know what Trope Week is, it is a series that I do here on my channel where for an entire week I pick a specific book trope and give you a bunch of recommendations. So I'm going to be doing that with a bunch of queer recommendations. Sapphic romances, poly romances, romances with asexual or bisexual characters, just so many recommendations, so stay tuned for that. And the next 2 physical books that I have are fantasy books. So the first one is The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. This is the second book in the Mistborn series. You guys know I am on this Brandon Sanderson journey where I am slowly making my way through his backlist. Slowly, okay, because this man writes so ridiculously fast and his books are quite large, so I'm just, you know, taking my time. First book in the Mistborn series was really emotional for me. I was absolutely in tears at the end, so it took me a while to feel ready to pick up the second book, but I feel like I'm ready now. This is a really popular and well-loved series. I'm sure a lot of you guys have read it by now. It is a high fantasy with lots of political intrigue. It essentially plays off the idea if the chosen one was evil. It's a really cool magic system that revolves around metals and minerals, and I'm really excited to jump into the second book. Everyone tells me that the series progressively just gets better, but also more emotional, so we will see. And then the next one that I wanted to read, I actually forgot I pre-ordered this book. This is Heavenbreaker by Sarah Wolf. Pre-ordered this book ages ago, so much so that I completely forgot about it, like absolutely forgot about it. I never pre-order books because of that reason, and again, because I'm such a mood reader, I don't tend to immediately read new releases. I think I just pre-ordered this one simply because of the sprayed edges. That is so beautiful. I love the cover. I love the sprayed edges. The cover also has this beautiful gold embossing. Absolutely stunning. This is just a gorgeous book and was a total cover buy. I could not tell you what this book is about, which brings me great shame because I did indeed buy it. So I am putting this on my June TBR to justify my purchase. I really genuinely do not know what this book is about.
I want to run away. I want to stay.
Oh my gosh, this book has crazy ratings. I mean, only 232 ratings right now, but it has an average 4.34. Oh, but this one is a scathing review. Let me know. I wanted to take. Shouldn't even rate it. Someone on Goodreads says, I'm getting pissed that this author will write book 1 in a series and then completely abandon the series, publish a new book in a new series, then abandon that series, and then publish a new book in a new series. Oh. It's a book with power-hungry nobles, AI machines, and a deadly competition. Okay. All right. Still don't know what this book is about by reading that synopsis, but I'm here for it. I'm gonna put on my TBR. All right, moving on. The next one that I want to read, I believe is kind of like a historical, but it seems kind of modern just based on the cover. And it is One Night in Heartswood by Emma Denny. I saw this book cover in Barnes & Noble and I was on a little bit of a book ban. Okay, I told myself I was just gonna peruse. I wasn't gonna buy anything, but I think I picked up this one like 5 times because the cover just, it captured my attention. So essentially, one of our heroes has a sister who is betrothed, and the night before their wedding, her betrothed ends up going missing. I'm pretty sure this man ran away from the marriage, so it is his job to track down his sister's betrothed, but it follows their romance. Scandalous. I'm very excited. A lot of the reviews say that this is just a sweet historical romance, so I am excited to read it. All right, let's talk about some new releases. There are only 2 June releases that are really catching my eye. Again, if there are any out there that you know of that you think I would really like, let me know in the comments down below. The first one is called The Little Shop of Grand Curiosities by Iris Lake. This comes out on June 2nd, and I've been in such a fantasy mood, and the reason this one caught my eye is because it's described as a lighthearted, cozy fantasy romance. Simply all I need to know, and I really like the color pairing in this book too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe half of these books I am literally picking because of the covers, but I'm interested in this one. Never read anything by this author, so I'm excited to see what the writing style is about. Okay, this next one is a new release, and I'm going back and forth if I am actually interested in it, and that is Leather and Lark by Brynne Weaver. Okay, second book in the series. The first one is Butcher and the Blackbird, which is a very popular, very well-loved book. It is a romance between 2 serial killers. They are the serial killers that kill the serial killers. Such an interesting book because there are a lot of darker elements to it, but at its core, it's seriously like this slow burn romantic comedy almost. I don't know. I couldn't pick up the vibe of this book, and I didn't love it as much as other people did. When I first read it, I gave it like 4 stars, and then I bumped it down to 3 stars. And now that I think about it, I don't know if I actually like that book. It's such a weird, polarizing book. Fucking ice cream scene just makes me gag like every single time I think about it. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. That was a really long explanation, but I said all that to say this. The one thing I did like about that book was one of the side characters in there, and she's now getting her own book. So maybe I will pick this up. I don't know. I'm putting it out there. I think it comes out like June 4th or something like that. Those are all the books that are on my main TBR, but I will definitely be reading more and picking up random books. I do have my book clubs that I have to read in June. I have 2 book clubs. The first one is the Historical Hellions that I host with Jessica from Peace Love Books and Christy from Christy Reads a Lot. We read historical romances published before the year 2000, and in the month of June, we are going to be reading Oh Come the Morning by Shannon Drake. If you ever want to follow us, we do have an Instagram page where we announce what we're reading in the month, what time our live show is going to be, whose channel is going to be on, all of that jazz. And then my second book club that I have is a cozy mystery book club. It is called Teacups and Murder, and I host that with my dear friend Spencer from Intentionally Bookish. It is a seasonal cozy mystery book club, so it's a little bit different. We only read 4 books out of the year. Because cozy mysteries are so focused on like themes and very cozy elements, we try to pick books around the season that we're reading it in. We have our summer book club pick coming up, and the theme is like summer at the beach, summer at the Capes, vacation, all of that jazz. And we're going to be reading Boiled Over by Barbara Ross. I also have an Instagram for Teacups and Murder where we announce all of our live shows dates, but this one is already planned. It's going to be on June 23rd, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that one is available on ebook, paperback, and audio. Make sure to check out your library because a lot of people were saying that their library did have this book. So yeah, that's all my book club information, and that kind of ends my TBR video for June. If you enjoyed this video and you stayed this long, leave me an emoji. How about you leave me the sun emoji because it's June and we're entering into summer, so just like the sun emoji. Anyways, thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!